Hello, everybody. It's our daily report with Angry Tim. A little bit more news on Foot Locker. We talked about how bad their sales were. They've announced they're going to be closing 400 stores by 2026. It's going to be 275 Foot Locker stores and 125 Champ Sports locations. They are basically saying they're going to be focusing on closing mall-based locations that haven't been doing well. So yeah, it looks like the shopping malls are dead. It's nothing like it used to be back in the 80s. The mall was a place to hang out. That's where everything was. We didn't have online shopping back then. There was some catalog mail order things like you can use like Sears or J.C. Penney's or something like that where you can. That was our version of online shopping. You just kind of look through the big catalogs and you see something you like there, some nice clothes or sports equipment or toys or stereos. You can use that and order over the mail. Basically, you write a check and send it out to them with what you want. So that was kind of the old-fashioned version of online shopping. But now, looks like shopping malls, people don't want to go there anymore. I don't know why it died. I guess it's a lot more convenient to shop online. But it's nice to see things in person. If you want to buy a stereo or you want to buy clothes or shoes, um, it's nice to go to a store. You can pick up the item, try it on. You can see, if you're looking for electronics, the different models, phones, TVs, computers, stereos, and things like that. You can try it out. And the mall was just kind of where you had all of these different retail shops in one location. Now it's a little harder. You might go to Best Buy for this, and then you got to drive to another store for clothes. Then you go to Target for other things. Or when you had a whole shopping mall, you can do all your shopping in one place. They would have restaurants and food courts, so you didn't have to leave and go eat somewhere and come back. You can just do everything there. Then they usually had like movie theaters, a big arcade, bookstores, all kinds of things. And that's kind of where people would socialize. You'd meet your friends there and just hang out. You'd spend the whole day there, the whole Saturday or a Friday evening there. You'd go watch a movie, you have a dinner there, and then just go hang out at the mall. So it looks like that's dead. And again, I was trying to find if Foot Locker had freestanding stores anywhere, and I couldn't find anything. Let me know if there are freestanding Foot Locker stores, because mostly just like the Champ Sports, they're mostly just found in malls. So I guess they're gonna just move mainly to online. I don't know how that's gonna do. For shoes, I guess if you know your shoe size, I guess it doesn't really matter. But still, you know, don't people like to try on shoes and walk and see if if they're comfortable before ordering them? Or a lot of people are going to be buying shoes and returning them. So we'll see how this whole thing goes. So they're going to be closing 275 Foot Locker stores and 125 Champ stores. So, and also Nike is not doing well, and I know that's a big seller at these Foot Locker stores. So the whole shoe industry looks like it's having a hard time as well. And switching gears from Foot Locker, Sequest. It's a aquarium zoo type of place. They're usually there's one in Las Vegas. It's like inside of a shopping mall. They just filed for bankruptcy. They're an aquarium and zoo chain all over the country. The company's revenue dropped from 27.2 million in 2022 to 15.28 million in 2024. Sequest owes over $83,000 in unpaid rent for their California location in Folsom Paladino Mall, and they have unpaid wages for dozens of employees. Several Sequest locations in Texas, Virginia, Connecticut, and Colorado have closed, but 5 locations remain open. There's one in Las Vegas. It's inside the Boulevard Mall. This one, according to this article here, Sequest owes the Boulevard Mall $545,432 in unpaid rent. That's a lot. I don't know what rent is per month, but how long has this been going on? My only thinking is that the mall owner is letting them operate, with this much unpaid rent is because it's kind of their anchor location. And a lot of kids, even my kids, they'll have field trips out there to this Sequest in the Boulevard Mall. So, it brings in customers and maybe they shop and eat at the restaurants at the mall, but they're probably using uh, that location as an anchor to bring in people, and then they can charge rent to the other tenants because 545,000 in unpaid rent is a lot of money. Their bankruptcy, the recent bankruptcy, includes all remaining locations around the country. The parent company reporting less than 1 million in assets and over 10 million in liabilities. They're facing multiple investigations and complaints. Apparently, they're not treating their animals well, and there's a lot of contamination, cross contamination with people touching animals and food, uh, having a lot of health issues. Animal advocates are urging the Boulevard Mall, location in Las Vegas, not to renew the lease due to ongoing issues. But the company has not responded to that. I can, I mean, how are they going to renew a lease when they owe 545,000 in unpaid rent? But again, maybe that's the owner's strategy, is just to let them stay open just so they can bring in customers to this dying mall. So I bet there's a Foot Locker in that mall that's probably going to close soon. So I mean, these malls sadly are in such bad shape that you will let a tenant stay there owing that much money, and if it goes bankrupt, that mall owner is not going to get a penny. And again, if that Sequest closes in that mall, those remaining stores are going to have probably almost no foot traffic, and they'll probably end up closing soon after. So once that mall, Boulevard Mall in Las Vegas, loses Sequest there, that whole mall is probably going to be dead and go bankrupt as well. So it's sad, just signs of the times. Um, it's not just the retail stores, it's not just the restaurants. We're losing, the zoos, Sequest. And what's going to happen to all the animals? That's the sad part. I know it's very expensive, to keep and maintain these animals and pay, employees, the cost of inflation, the cost of everything going up. So, I hope we don't turn into a virtual world where everything is just online. We have to go to an online zoo, or, everything's online shopping, and you go online, to a restaurant, and then you have your food, delivered. You don't have the restaurant experience anymore. We're just all going to be locked up in our rooms, and have our VR goggles on. So I hope that's not the world we go going into. I like being out. I hope we have more social interactions outside of internet, social media, and things like that. We need to start hanging out at the mall again. Start going to the restaurants. Start going out and meeting with people in real life, not just texting and posting comments online. YouTube. I mean, I'm guilty, right? We're doing this here, but I just hope we have more social interactions in the future and not everything just closes up and we just do everything online. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have a Sequest or if you've been to one, and what you think about all this. That's your update for today. Have more videos soon. Your friend, Angry Tim.